Guys, I had the unique opportunity to have 3 John Deere 2032Rs, all of the new style, in stock at the same time. And it is a very unique opportunity for a small business like me to do so. In fact, the one with the cab on it here just came in about 20 minutes ago. This guy over here is getting picked up at 1:30 today. So this afternoon, and this guy here is getting picked up at 12:30. So I've got a very small window here. I thought it'd be a cool thing to show the different configurations of the 2R series. And this is going to be the large frame 2R series, so your 2032R and your 2038R. The 2025R is a different animal. I've done a video comparing the 1025R, the 2025R, and then the large frame 2R, so the 2032s and the 2038s. I'd encourage you to check that out as well. So what you're going to see here, you're going to see first a 2017. Okay, the first year they came out with the redesigned 2032R over here. This unit's got about 140, 150 hours on it, set up with the 220R loader and the 270B backhoe on it. The unit in the middle here is going to be a 2018 model, still the same styling. Okay, it's 2018, about 120 hours on it. You're going to see it's got the 220R loader, 60-inch AutoConnect belly mower on it, and then also a Curtis cab. Additionally, hard to see, but we'll do a close-up as well. It's got the third function plumbed up to the front here with the availability, the thumb control as well to control that for a grapple, and then you just plug your hoses in here and you have your grapple control that way. Over here, 2017, again, 220R loader on here. Gonna have the belly mower down there, okay, a 60-inch belly mower on here as well, and you can see the turf tires that are on here also. So a lot of different looks here, and we'll go ahead and get into that further. So if you're in the market and shopping for these tractors here, keep in mind again, this could be the 2032R or the 2038R. You're going to see a lot of different configurations here, but this is not all the configurations. So there's another style of tires that you can get on these. I believe you can actually also get the ag tires. So you can get the R1 ags, or you can get the Radial Plus that you're going to see as well. I think those are an upcharge though, where the turfs and the R4s I believe are the same price either way. So you see a lot more of the R4s and the turfs than you do the R3 Plus or the ags. There's also going to be some other cab options you can get as well on this tractor, but this is going to be the Curtis cab here. It does have heat inside. Mower decks, if I didn't mention, you can get 60-inch or 72-inch mower decks on there as well. Only the one loader option, only the one backhoe option. I do believe you have different bucket options you can get though. Hey, if you like what you see here, please consider hitting that subscribe button below. Check out the other videos on the channel. Go to goodworkstractors.com. I can help you out with a tractor like this. I can help you out with an attachment, put together a whole package. Also, read the description, a lot of the links in there to my Amazon store, other places where you can purchase accessories or attachments for your tractor and get a discount code with that as well. So I've had a lot of questions about this tractor right here and if you can add on a belly mower to it, okay? And so yes, the answer is you can add a belly mower. However, the system has got a lot more involved in the fact that there's going to be a command cut module essentially that's up here. You're going to have an independent control for the mower deck and for a little dial where you can rotate the mower deck height adjustment, and that information is also going to be displayed up here on the dash as well. So it's a pretty involved system to go ahead and add one of those onto the tractor, and essentially for a 60-inch mower right now it's around the $5,000 ballpark to have all that done. And so it's not a cheap proposition to go ahead and do that. And what I'm talking about with that command cut, go ahead and show you right over here, are going to be these two controls right here. So you can see you have your control here that'll lower or raise the mower deck, and then you've got your deck height adjustment knob here as well. We'll go ahead and turn the machine on. There we go, shift to neutral. And so then I'll go ahead and raise and lower so you can see what happens on the dash. So I'm going to lower it down there, and 3, that's the setting I have it placed on, is 3. If I raise it back up, then I can go ahead and adjust this down. Let's say I adjust it down to 1, for instance, okay? Rotate it back down. You can see the 1 there, right there, is highlighted, okay? That's how you know the position without even looking over to the fender. So there it is. So that's how you know. It's really sweet. And it's really nice to have that independent control over the mower deck versus a 3-point hitch, which is a standard setup. So you guys are familiar with the R4 tires here. Gave you a nice look at those. Again, these are a good all-around, all-purpose tire. I would not say they excel at anything in particular, except for perhaps wear. They're going to wear very well, meaning you're going to get, potentially the most hours out of these compared to any of the other tread patterns. Over here, you're going to see the turfs, okay? give you a look in the backside here. But take a look at those lugs. Those are some deep lugs that are on here. Not really like a traditional turf tire that you would think of, perhaps, because it's just, I don't know, it's just very deep. I mean, stick my finger in there, you can see, it's just a solid lug that you have on there on these tires. So really good for, obviously, the lawns. These are called Mighty Mow, after all, but great for that pack snow and ice, that kind of thing as well. Probably not the best in mud, but there's a trade-off with every tire that you have here. Take a look down here on the mower deck. You're going to see this is a mulching system that you have. Okay, and so that can be added on to these mower decks, and again, you can get the 60 or 72 inch versions on there. Want to show you something pretty cool here as well. This tractor has had a third function control added onto it. Okay, so those outlets up front there can easily control a grapple. You can just plug in your hoses right to that, and you can see the lines here are ran and routed back right down here to a block. Now, I don't know if this is a John Deere third function or if it's an aftermarket. Can't really get a good look at that. If we take a look inside, you're going to see, though, that it's plumbed and tied in right to the loader joystick. And so it's its own separate control. You can see all the way around. Okay, that's just right on top of the joystick there. And this function right here is what would allow you to direct that flow to open or close the jaw of a grapple, for instance. So very cool feature. These are not cheap to add on, so the fact that this one has it is pretty cool. So I want to tell you about this cab as well. Now, I have installed one of these cabs on a John Deere 3E series tractor. Okay, it's essentially the same cab, just kind of styled to fit the 2R series instead. So these cabs are an aftermarket cab. They're not going to come with air conditioning. However, these doors can come right off. Okay, so you've got squeeze through here, right there, just pins that they're resting on, another one down, tucked right in there that you can see too. Okay, so these doors can come off for the summertime. Okay, and in fact, you could even, if you wanted to, take the rear glass off. I don't know if you need to or not. And same thing with the front. You could at least crack it open. You can see there's a handle down there, one on the other side, so you can crack it open, get some ventilation too. But so in the summertime, you can really treat this like kind of like a sun canopy on steroids, and then in the wintertime, just obviously get your heat and your warmth, because it does have a heater right there. Okay. Another feature you'll see here is going to be a front windshield wiper, and there is an optional rear wiper that you can mount to this, where these two holes are right here. That's going to be an optional location for a rear wiper, and the one that I installed actually had that option on there. So yeah, so very nice. Again, it doesn't have heat, but the doors do come off very easily. That way you can just store them for the summer, still get your airflow, so it's not like a hot box, and just treat it like a sun canopy. Another thing to take a look at here on the cab is going to be the fact that you can rewire and relocate the fender mounted work lights. Okay, so you can see right here, that's where they originally are located, but you get a cab on here, you can reroute them right down here and still get that visibility. In fact, maybe it's a little bit better spot. Who knows? I don't know. Tough to say. What do you guys think? If you take a look at the backhoe here, this is going to be the 270B backhoe. All right. A little step up from the 260B. That's this guy over here off of my 1025R. That's resting. But still has its own seat right there. Same thing with its big brother here, the 270B. Very capable. I had one of these came in recently with a ripper tooth on it here as well, so you can interchange the different size buckets and tools that you'll put on the end of here. There's not really a quick change system that's on here though, which is a bit of a bummer. It's not like it's a 1 minute process. It takes a few minutes to do, but very capable machine. You're going to see here on the 2R, it is a frame mounted backhoe, but it also ties in the 3-point hitch. The bottom links of the 3-point hitch, just to give that extra stability and extra ruggedness there to the backhoe. If we take a look over here on this side, you're going to see where those hydraulic connections are to operate the backhoe. Right there. You still have a drawbar down there that you can see, and your rear PTO, none of that is in the way. Now, surprisingly, none of these machines have wheel spacers on them, but you can definitely add them. I've had, I think, 3 or 4 of these 2R series that have had wheel spacers on them. Not sure why they were so popular on this series in particular, but None of these ones do right here, but it is a very beefy, robust rear axle that's on here. And I do have to apologize. This tractor here again just came in. I have not cleaned it off at all. So really, you know, this is how I like to see them come in, pretty darn clean as it is, but it's not completely shiny like the other ones are. Well, again, thanks so much for watching. Hopefully you found this informative. If you're in the market for a 2R series in particular, you know, you definitely can configure these in a lot of different ways. Just be prepared to pay a pretty good cost if you're gonna add on something like a mower deck or a backhoe, you know, or as always, I encourage you, don't buy one without a loader in particular, because of the fact that those loaders are so hard to find in the used market that you could search forever trying to find one to fit your tractor, and you may not end up saving as much money as you think you're going to. So I encourage you, get one with a loader on it already. You know, cabs, those can be added. I mean, there's not really anything you can do about that. If you want a cab, you just got to add a cab. But thanks again for watching. Make sure you hit that subscribe button below. Check out the other videos. Go to goodworkstractors.com, read that description, and we'll see you in the next one. Take care.